Welcome. Thanks for joining me, Wars Mohammed, on our daily English news program on Somaliland National Television. Let's start with the headlines. Somaliland parliamentarian receives an honorary certificate. Somaliland women send a message of peace to Somaliland people. The Philippines storm warning. Youth Intellectuals Organization of Ahmed Dagah District handed an honorary certificate to parliamentarian Dr. Ahmed Mohammed Diriye as an appreciation to his efforts in charitable events. Dr. Ahmed Mohammed Diriye, who's a member in Somaliland's House of Representatives, was handed over an honorary certificate for the support he continues to give to the development of Somaliland. The event had in attendance Minister of Religious Affairs, Vice Minister of Labor and Social Affairs, the Presidency's youth consultant, government officials, and a number of Ahmed Dagah District intellectuals and residents. The first speaker at the event was the Vice Minister of Labor and Social Affairs, Shukri Harir Ismail, and she started her speech introducing parliamentarian Dr. Ahmed Mohammed Diriye, stressing that he was and continues to be an important figure in the humanitarian and charitable events in the country. She continued stating, "Whoever does his best to help others will sooner or later be honored by people on his efforts, and Dr. Ahmed Mohammed Diriye is an important figure in our nation, and we're all aware of his participation in every humanitarian action in the country, whether it's a road construction or a donation." Chairman of the Youth Intellectuals Organization of Ahmed Dagah District, Nagaye Mohammed Hassan, spoke at the event and stated that parliamentarian Ahmed Mohammed Diriye is one of the most influential people in our society. Dr. Ahmed Mohammed Diriye, speaking at the event, expressed his gratitude to the honorary certificate and described it as an acknowledgement to his efforts. Eventually, Minister of Religious Affairs Sheikh Khalil Abdullahi Ahmed spoke at the event and stated that Dr. Ahmed Mohammed Diriye is one of the few public figures in our nation that has been influential and has left a mark in humanitarian affairs in Somaliland. A group of women from Sal and Sanag regions took the initiative to debate about the recent dispute between some members of the House of Representatives, concluded by the House of Elders of Somaliland, sending a message of peace. A number of women citizens residing in Sal and Sanag regions sent a message of peace to the people of Somaliland, and especially to the members of the House of Representatives who had a recent dispute which was concluded by the House of Elders. These citizens spoke about the significance of maintaining understanding and respect between members of the House of Representatives and every Somalilander. They stressed on maintaining the peace and stability of our nation by understanding each other. You're still watching our English news program on Somaliland National Television. And now for the international headlines. Libya is facing the prospect of a military coup after a top army commander called for the government to be overthrown. Major General Khalifa Haftar, a leading military figure in the revolution that ousted Gaddafi, said the country's interim parliament should be suspended and a presidential committee should govern until election could be held. In a video broadcast on the internet, Haftar said, "The national command of the Libyan army is declaring a movement for the new roadmap, which he will announce within few days. We will hold meetings with different parties and groups through the media regarding implementing this roadmap," he said. The government security body denied there was any coup taking place, and there have been no signs of troops trying to take over government buildings. Spokesman for the General National Congress (GNC) Parliament Omar Humaidan dismissed Haftar's statement. "He doesn't represent the army," Humaidan said. "He is not even in Tripoli. The capital is secure." The Ministry of Defense said it had been ordered to take measures against Haftar. The world watched as super typhoon Haiyan sliced through the Philippines in November last year. As many as 14 million people have been affected across the Visayas region, and lesser, more localized storms continue to kill, disrupt, and destroy. The intensity and frequency of these storms are on the rise. Storm Agaton wreaked havoc in Butuan City, Mindanao in mid-January. The rainfall, which lasted days, swept away homes and damaged infrastructure. Ramon Batana is a counselor in Butuan City. He said, "This time it was the highest flood we have experienced in the city. The Riverside Central Elementary School is one of the worst damaged schools in our city. Everybody was surprised. Everybody is a victim of this flood." Super Typhoon Haiyan forced 20,000 survivors to flee Tacloban and the Central Island provinces. They headed from Metro Manila. Many still need help to return home, but fear what awaits. The government struggles to provide a rudimentary education and basic health care. At a local level, the municipal authorities have a very limited budget set aside for disasters such as typhoons. And the really sad thing is everybody knows that the next one is just around the corner. UN Humanitarian Chief Baroness Amos has urged the UN Security Council to do more to protect Syrians. Amos said the situation in Syria has got worse, not better, since the Security Council put out a presidential statement in October appealing for access to deliver aid. "I told the Security Council that it's unacceptable that 4 months since the members of that council demanded action, international humanitarian law continues to be consistently and flagrantly violated by all parties of the conflict," Amos told reporters. Countries on the Security Council have so far failed to agree on a resolution over Syria. Amos believes a resolution could help.
"I told the Security Council that it is unacceptable that 4 months since the members of that council demanded action, international humanitarian law continues to be consistently and flagrantly violated by all parties to the conflict." Thank you.
United States Ambassador to the UN, Samantha Power, said it would have to be the right type of resolution. "For us, given the gravity of the situation on the ground, better no resolution than a bad resolution. We are not interested in a resolution for resolution's sake," Power said.
For us, given the gravity of the situation on the ground, better no resolution than a bad resolution. We are not interested in a resolution for resolution's sake.
One of the UN's successes has been negotiate a temporary ceasefire in Homs to get aid in and civilians out. More than 1,400 people have been evacuated, but Amos says another 250,000 still need to escape. Again, thanks for joining me. That's the end of our English news program on Somaliland National Television. Until next time, goodbye.